Hi guys, I'm Krishnavir Singh. I'm from Bennett University, and from last 5 months I was working on my research and development internship project on lung CT image segmentation and COVID-19 detection. So our main goal is to segment lung from CT image of patient and also detect which part of lung is having COVID-19 infection in patient lungs. So for segmentation, we have used two methods. First, marker-based watershed algorithm using Otsu's binary thresholding, and second method, watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient. The first method, which we have used, the marker-based watershed algorithm using Otsu's binary thresholding, is not giving the expected result. But the watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient gives the perfect segmentation that we want. For COVID-19 infection detection, we use CLAHE, contrast, limited adaptive histogram equalization to enhance the contrast of the images. Since medical images suffers lot of contrast problem, and for COVID-19 infection detection we had used UNet based on ResNet model. So the problem statement is to segment lung from computed topographic images of patient and also to detect COVID-19 infection. Our dataset consists of lung computed topographic images in the form of TACOM images of patients who have COVID-19 infection in their lungs. The dataset consists of CT scan with mass of 20 cases of COVID-19. There are 20.NII files in each folder of the dataset, and each .NII files consist of around 180 slices or images of lungs, and there are total slices are around 5,000, and our all over dataset is around 10 GB. The timelines of project data wise and the progress made so far. So I had started my this research and development project from 1st January, and from 1st January to 15 January we had studied about watershed segmentation. From 15 January to 25th January we had studied about Orcho's thresholding morphology X with opening and closing, dilation and distance transformation. From 25th January to 5th February, we had implemented the marker-based watershed algorithm using Otsu's binary thresholding on DICOM images. Don't give expected segmented images because it uses the distance transformation method, and it uses both the points of the lungs as one distance. So we had decided to use another method known as watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient. So we had studied about Sobel gradient. From 15th February to 25th February, we had implemented watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient. This method is giving the expected segmented images of lungs. From 25th February to 10th March, we uses CLAHE enhancer to enhance the contrast of images since medical images suffers a lot of contrast problem. From 10th March to 15th March, we uses the lung mass to probe the region of interest. From 15th March to 10th April, we built model using UNet based on ResNet model. From 10th March to 25th March, we trained and merged all the resulted data to get a final accurate prediction. From 25th April to 9th March, we made all the documents like reports, PPT, poster, blog, etc. Tools and techniques used. So the tools that we have used are Python, the Jupyter Notebook, and the MicroDicom viewer. The MicroDicom viewer is used to view or open the DICOM images. So the techniques that we have used are the marker-based watershed algorithm using Ocho's binary thresholding do not give the expected image of lungs. So as we can see in the screenshot, this is the input image and this is the output image. This is not the segmented image because it uses the distance transformation and it take whole image as one point and the distance transformation works between distance between 2 points. So we had used another method, watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient. It gives the expected segmented image. As we can see in these screenshot, the first screenshot is the color gradient and the second screenshot is the normalized segmented images. Third, UNet based on ResNet model for COVID-19 infection detection. So this is the original image and this is the infect predicted infection mass that we have predicted, and this is the original infection mass. So the predicted and original infection mass is similar, mostly similar, as we can see in all these images. So the technical details, flowchart or architecture of the project. So in watershed algorithm using Ocho's binary thresholding, these are the steps that we have used. First, reading the image or from the DICOM image, convert the DICOM to JPG, then re, then take the input image as the input and use Ocho's binary thresholding, then use Morphology X for closing and opening. But the opening has more noise than closing, so we take the closing effect as our next input for the dilation. Then we had used the distance transformation and thresholding to get the resulted output image. In watershed algorithm using Sobel gradient, we take input image as DICOM, then convert DICOM images to JPG, then take JPG images to create rough mass, then create internal and external marker, then use the Sobel gradient method, and then use Morphology X with opening and closing, and the closing effect has less noise, so we take this as input and to the lung filter. Then we normalize the output images to get the resulted watershed segmented images. For COVID-19 infection detection, we had used UNet based on ResNet model and built the neural network using 3 convolution blocks. Each block has 3 by 3 convolution layers with 16, 32 and 64 filters. So the steps that we had used are read the image and examine, then check the achieved transformation is done or not. If it is not done, we transform, and if it is already done, then there is no need to transform. Then we normalize the pixel values in the range 0 to 1, because if we don't normalize the images, we will get the black screen only. We don't get any segmented images. Split into training and testing data. We had split the training and testing data in the ratio of 9:1. That is 90% training data and 10% to testing data. Then we had used the UNet based on ResNet model. Then we had used the loss function and the binary implement the boundary loss and for highly unbalanced segmentation. Compile the model, train train it, and run the test data to get the COVID-19 infection images. Opportunities were our project is to segment lung from DICOM images, and these segmented images can also be used to detect pneumonia or other type of lung infections, also to find the size of the tumor in lung or brain. To get COVID-19 test results, it takes around 2-3 days because of so many COVID-19 cases, and this is also one of the opportunities during the project internship. Many people with coronavirus symptoms were testing negative because of many reasons like mutation of coronavirus, escaping detection, and because of quality of sampling and testing. This testing way is not the best way. This is also the opportunity. Thank you.